and welcome to UK Versus. We've got another card market update with arguably the cheapest place to pick up your Dark Hero Arc alt arts being the second cheapest place to find the alt art character behind Big Orbit, but they don't restock, so this is probably the most consistent place you can find them. I'm once again joined by Richard. How are you doing, my friend?
Hi. I wasn't expecting such an intro.
You've pulled 4 of them now?
Yeah, it has been 4. And you've brought 2 of them, so...
Shh, Andrew doesn't know I bought the second one yet.
Oh.
I want the
spoilers.
I want the funny interaction of him giving me 60 quid and then me giving 30 of that to you to buy another one that he just sold me.
Fair enough.
I did double check with people if I'm a bad person for making a profit, and no one has said I'm a bad person, so I feel good. But
yeah,
we haven't really spoken much since your holiday. You had Dark Deku, we've got Tekken next week, and we've got regionals where you're going to have your biggest stall yet. So tell me a little bit about that.
The regional, I've been very aware of it, but it's just kind of crept up on me. I still can't believe it's next week. Like, it can't be. I've still got like a month to prepare.
Yeah, it's been a very busy month. We had Oceania, we've had NA, a week off, then Oceania's happening this weekend, and in that time we've had Star Championships, local qualifiers, Dark Deku drops, Tekken drops, promos, you've been on holiday, we've then also had all the previews and everything. It's just been a very packed and manic month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And to be honest, the store itself within this month has grown substantially, not just like more on the stock end than anything else. Like the stock for the store has grown hugely in all other games, including Universes. Like Universes have grown a little bit, but Universes stock was already pretty huge compared to everything else. But like our One Piece stock has just like tripled in size over like a month, and it's mental. And
that's really good. And
our Pokemon stock has also like tripled.
And you just pulled the equivalent of a Chrome in One Piece?
Yes. Yeah, we pulled a manga. I can't think of its name, Silver something. And sorry?
Rayleigh?
Yes, Silver Rayleigh, there we go. And he was I got home. I was at the doctor's yesterday, so I got home from the doctor's yesterday, and then Tom was opening packs of the new One Piece set because we're getting ready to stock things for regional and also get them on the site. And I'm just sat eating dinner, and then boom, Tom goes, "Richard, I think I pulled the card," and he puts the card down really gently because he's unsure because he's not too familiar with One Piece when it comes to card games in general. I'm the person in the store that knows kind of the gist of most card games in terms of like rarities and stuff. So yeah, he pulls this card, puts it down. I come over, look at it. I have a little squeal. I then run and grab a top loader and a sleeve. Basically, yeah, it's like pulling a Chrome. It's very exciting. Exciting.
You had quite good luck with that recently. You pulled a Rhino Chrome in AOT1. You pulled a Toga Chrome in the recent Go Power restock, and now you've pulled a Silver Rayleigh. Who knows what the AOT2 crumbs are going to be, but you're probably going to pull another one.
We're opening so much Attack on Titan 2. I would say almost double what we opened for AOT1, just because the demand for cards has done nothing but grow. Like, yeah. I can't keep up with the demand. Like, the bank account and everything just can't keep up. Like, literally, we have been behind on getting orders out because of the amount of orders that are coming through. Granted, I understand we're near a regional, so people are, like, ordering more and more because of that. But just in general, the amount of first-time orders we've had and the amount of just new people who have visited the store and the amount of orders we get per day has shot up. And yeah, it's mental. It's absolutely mental.
Well, hopefully November will be a bit more of a quiet time after we get the initial release.
You say that. Attack on Titan 2.
Yeah. Well, the first couple of weeks will be manic because people are buying. Hopefully towards the end and the beginning of December, it'll be a bit quieter. You can sort of relax a little bit. But then we've got Nat season coming up when we're going to be getting the majority of testing and the Star Trek stuff coming in. Speaking of bank accounts and how they're coping, you've just added a new payment option to Card Goblin?
Yes, I actually messaged you about this yesterday, yeah. There is now, this is something a lot of people have messaged me about, and I understand why, because it's something that I use a bit more than I probably should. But we recently, and I say recently, I literally mean like 6 o'clock at night yesterday, added Klarna as a payment option.
And what, for those who are unaware, what is the Klarna payment option?
Essentially, it allows you to split your payments into 3 payments or defer it for 30 days. It depends on what Klarna gives you the option for. But I know a lot of people want to buy cases, but the idea of spending so much upfront for a case is very intimidating. And especially with, current economic affairs, it's spending £408 on a case is a lot, straight up.
Similar to the PayPal triple-like payment system they've got that would be available for your PayPal option, you now have just an independent company that's also offering the same thing without having to go through PayPal.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
That makes sense, and it spreads out the cost, because although you do have very cheap cases at £408, that's still a lot to pay out in one go. But if you can split that out over, say, 3 months at 130 a month, 140 a month, it does ease it out a lot.
Yeah. Hugely. That's very exciting. We are currently, and I told you about this yesterday as well, adding it won't be up yet, might be another month till we start beta testing it, but we're adding a notify me when this is in stock button. Which I know is something people want, because I know there's a lot of people who are like, can you let us know when you get this card in? And I'm like, okay.
I know, for example, Klaxos, aka Steven, was after a alt-art Deku, and I know Andrew was after an alt Deku, and they had them on hold with you. And the moment that one came in, Klaxos was like, you messaged Klaxos, and he's like, yeah, I want it. And you didn't charge him double like I asked.
Obviously, if I'm selling the card for 20, I saw on TCG Player somebody selling it for $150. It's like, what? What do you mean? It's not that rare. I don't think. Unless I'm really lucky, but
the moment it dropped, someone tried to put one up for 300, and it did sell. But whether that's a self-inflicted market situation, we don't know. But alt arts will always go for quite a bit, and I think people were quite surprised how cheaply we were doing it, which is why I made the video last week of basically saying we have the cheapest alt arts. They are still fairly rare. I mean, Andrew opened 8 boxes and didn't find any.
You see, Andrew opened 8 and didn't get any, which was really sad, because I if anybody just needs an alt art, it's Andrew.
Yeah.
Ben, who brought 2 Challenger decks offers, they opened their 2, and in both they got an alt art Deku.
I know Luke bought the £20 one from Big Orbit.
Our pricing was based off Big Orbit's pricing. So Big Orbit, they had it at 20, and I was very skeptical. I was like, have I just got lucky and pulled 3, or are they just not as rare? And then I was like, I checked to see if TCG Play had any, and I checked to see if Rochester had any. None of them had any. I didn't want to pay it up for 100 and find out that they're actually going for 20.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm going to pay it up for 28, because I was going to originally put it up for 50, but I was like, no, I'll do 28. Because that feels right to me. Like,
Yeah, so as soon as I saw it was up for 28, I immediately bought one. I know someone else who bought the other one that was up. And then you ended up pulling more. And people who bought them as well ended up pulling them. So I don't think they're as rare. But as I said in my video, I don't think I think they feel less rare because there's only one.
I was going to say that. Like, I was explaining this to Tom, like the Godzilla ones. I think the chance to pull them hasn't changed, but because it's just one, it's going to feel way more common than the Godzilla ones, where you could pull 6 different ones.
For me, what I would have loved to have seen instead is them separate the 2 out. So you had a foiling of the front face altar, and you had a foiling of the back face altar. So basically, if you wanted to magpie out, you had to get both sides.
Like, I would love to see if they eventually figure out how to do foiling on both sides.
I think the main issue is it makes the card too thick and easier to weight. In a challenger, that's fine, but I think it does drag down the weight down, especially on things like chromes, where they got that extra layering, extra depth, the gold signature. That would put a lot more thickness and a lot more weight onto the pack. The pack's already very tightly put together.
Yeah, sure. I get that. Yeah.
So, big question of the regionals is Beyblade coming back?
I was thinking about this today. I was like, okay, it's our 3rd regional, as a fender for the UK Universes. And I'm like, it's also technically Card Goblin's first year of business. Like, next week is Card Goblin's 1 year anniversary, and we're going to be doing quite a lot for that. So keep tuned for those. So I was like, what am I going to do? And I was like, everybody loved the Beyblades. Like, the Beyblades were huge. So I'm probably going to bring the Beyblades again. Make a little tournament out of it. Like a little side event in the corner of the room. The pricing for that will be decent. Like it won't be like last time where I had pricing for each day. It will be one big kind of like pull from a bucket kind of situation, and there'll be many prices. Like it's time for me to now give away the Mirio promo you gave me, so that will likely be a pricing. You've heard it here first. And also I might have some regional promos from the last regional that will be up for pricing, and then maybe some playmats and stuff. So
playmats would be good, especially if we have the Deku Alt-Art playmats arrived yet, because I know last time we spoke they hadn't turned up.
Universes and their playmats need to sort their business out, okay? Rant mode engaged. No. So, for whatever reason, Universes has this thing, and I've came to accept it, and I'm going to be updating the site just to make this clear for anybody who ever orders a playmat from us. They don't come when they're meant to come, and I don't know if it's a supply chain issue or what. But weirdly enough, we did get some playmats for the Dark Deku decks when we were supposed to, but only the red one, not the wielding awful one.
It's so the one everyone wants.
It's the one everyone wants. I'm just like, everybody's ordered this one, and only some people have ordered this one. So, like, I'm waiting for this one. I've been told that I could expect it maybe this week, but I can't guarantee that because I get told I can expect things, and then, a month later, it actually turns up. So
I had to ask for Andrew anyway because he's going to be at regionals. He's going to be playing Izuku Doi on the move, and he was probably hoping to rep with the wielding one for all map. Yeah. But hopefully he's got the Vigilante mat as well, because I'm sure he's put a lot more money than he should have done into this.
Yes, I did send out his Vigilante mat, so he should have that soon or by now. But wielding Awful One mats, if I do have those, I will bring those for people to be able to collect at regional if I have them in time. Just a quick note there for those who... because I've had quite a few people message me about this, about the Clash decks for Tekken. Those won't be available to collect at Patriot, but I may have them available to collect outside of Patriot.
As in, like, physically outside of Patriot?
No.
You in a trench coat outside the doors of Patriot, like, want to buy a June deck?
Like some sketchy person, yeah. No, like if you're really desperate for your Clash deck, because I know there's some people who are really desperate for their Clash deck before Sean. The event. Sorry?
You're really desperate for your Clash deck, buy them for Sean.
Yeah,
if Sean's out of stock, then maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And I tried to make that clear on the website. Like, if you really want it for regional, buy it from Sean or your locals. I'm still very split on whether or not I am going to do collection on those at regional, because it falls within a grey zone that I don't really want to break with Sean and Patriot, because there will be singles available.
Yeah. If you want to buy the character, if you need some diverted energy, because diverted energy is nuts.
Yes.
Up there. I have already messaged Sean about the Star Trek Realms card game that came out this month, and he's not seen it on any distribution sites yet.
I haven't seen it on any distributions either.
Yeah, I want it. It's a UVS product. It's Star Trek. It's a ship deck builder. I think it's really, really cool. I know it's been out and about in America. I just don't think it's made its way here yet.
Yeah, sometimes we get things later, or we may never get them. So, But other than that, that's like kind of all the updates for regional, I think.
That's really good. So, apart from that, what has been selling? What cards have been flying out the door? And what's been
kind of everything?
Kind of everything. Oh, a bit of Jetburn, a lot of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, pretty much. Somebody basically brought what I would consider a deck core for Hawks from Jetburn. The Falling Skies, those sold recently as well. Yu hasn't sold as much, but I think people who wanted Yu cards have most of the UU card they want. Also, I'm not too sure if things like Arm of the Wolf and, Arm of the Wolf and what's the other one called?
Walk the Dog?
Not Walk the Dog. Or
Battle release.
Battle or release, there we go. I'm not sure how they are kind of sitting at the moment within the meta, because we have those. And,
Not great.
yeah.
I mean, the big bad of the minute is Smiling Titan, and Battle Aura just doesn't really do anything into it. And Arm of the Wolf, although great, does require a little bit of setup, and these massive health characters just kind of can't tank it. So I think what you're more going to see is people buying the defensive options to help combat against things like Smiling Titan, Izuku Midoriya, Ryuku. If the person who I think it is who bought all the Hawk stuff is one of my locals down in Southampton, that's for Devil Jin.
Like, essentially, yeah. If well, in terms of stock for the regional, we're gonna have lots of like Attack on Titan, Jetburn, UU, Girl Power, and other stuff, and Godzilla and things like that. Like lots of those cards that I purposely not listed on the site, because I know if I do, I won't have any stock for regional. So there are gonna be lots of those at the regional. So if there's anything you're specifically after for like decks you're working for, I know all the characters for AOT 2 have been revealed, I believe.
Yeah, all 15 characters for AOT 2 have been revealed. We've seen a few of the SRs now. We've seen a lot of other stuff going on there. In terms of your table, are you going to be there on the Friday during teams for people to pick up stuff?
I'm going to be there Friday. I won't be there the moment the store opens.
No.
We will, like, it will kind of be like last time where we kind of roll up maybe around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and we'll be there from then.
So
and then
let you guys set up and we can start bothering you for cards about 12-ish, 11-ish.
I mean, you can stop bothering me straight away.
We don't know what you've got yet. We've got to let you set up. You're just going to have a queue waiting for you while you're setting up.
True. They're going to be, there's, we're going to have 3 tables this time, which is kind of nutty. Like, 2 of those tables will likely be totally filled by Universe's products. And the other table will be things like One Piece, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Flesh and Blood, and all that good stuff over there. So I'm really hoping that like we have some really good stuff that people want and are looking for, because last regional was great for us, like, and that was purely just Universes as well, and that was great. And I just want to, like, as I said before, we're slowly working on branching into retro.
Yeah.
Because I know that's a thing people in the UK want, but don't have any form of access to unless you talk to people like Connor or the Scottish lads.
Yeah, the Scottish and the Northern East guys. Someone on Discord was asking about retro cards, and someone on YouTube was asking where to get all the retro cards. I know one place in Canada that does ship to us, but other than that, it is literally going for there. If we could find a great place, like you said, locally, get a hold of stuff. But I also know getting hold of retro products is quite hard. UBS doesn't supply it if they don't have the license to it, and it can be quite expensive. I think the original boxes of UU can go anywhere from £100 to £200.
Yeah, like we're going to put out I'm in talks with some people about getting hold of some retro, but then I am going to put out a call to the community for those who have probably sat on some retro that they want to kind of get out, so the retro format can grow. We'll be making a big push for that. November, I kind of hope to have some form of retro presence on the site by December, but I can't guarantee it.
Yeah. I need to go through the retro stuff I got last regionals and see what I've got spare so I can help you out there. But speaking of buy lists, will you be buying cards at regionals as well?
Yes. So it'll work the same as usual. Come by, we'll look through your binders. Granted, give us a little bit of time if we're busy. Like a lot of people are quite happy to leave their binders with us and then we can go through them. We will be doing cash and credit. So I think I will need to double check. I think we do 80 credit and then like 70 cash, but I will need to check on that one. It might be lower on the cash, it might be 65, but it will be kind of, especially for cash. Credit, but for cash it will be my budget's only so big. So if you're wanting cash, it's like first come first serve situation. But yeah, I know a lot of people are quite happy to do credit because they like to trade in and then get something they want directly. But Yeah.
Last time I just chucked a pile of cards at you when you can and put it on my credit.
You did, and I was like, what do I do with this pile? And then it took me a while to get over it, but yeah.
I haven't got a massive pile of set 1 stuff to do, but I can probably get you another massive pile I can just throw at you and go, yeah, just stick it on my account.
There you go, I'll just be like, okay, I'll just put it under the seat and I'll look at it later. Yeah.
I've got a massive pile of Pokemon cards I picked up for you because so many no-tells. So many
that's the thing. I think a lot of people aren't totally aware of this because, we're so universe focused. But we do take universe games as well. So, like, if you're sat on, say, some One Piece that you're not overly interested in keeping anymore, or you're sat on, if you want to trade One Piece for universes, we can do that. Like,
I've got some Yu-Gi-Oh cards behind me.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah. So.
I'm just gonna this time. I'm just gonna chuck some tins at you and go, yeah, just sort them out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make a big post on the forum, just being like, "Here's our update for regional." But yeah, and one last thing I do have for regional news. It's going to be a thing that is implemented today. If you're buying cards on the site and you want to pick them up specifically for regional, there will be a collection at regional option at checkout.
Awesome, that'd be really, really good for the people that are just getting their decks together now, because I know a few people are finalising their decks now. I still have no idea what I'm going to play. I was going to play Dabby. I was considering being the bad guy with Smalantanin, but Dark Deku is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. So. I'm currently building a Dark Deku.
It's really cool because all these new cards coming in are really fun, and we've got all these promos that came from Tekken that unfortunately I didn't get a chance to get hold of. So I'm going to try and pick some up at regionals.
Oh, I really, really want the Godzilla, the new one, the new Stomp promo. That one's so cool. I want it. Not because I don't really care for the card. I just think the artwork is great.
Yeah, that looks amazing. Yeah, you're going to have to get to some local qualifiers then. Unfortunately, my partner is in Canada from the 1st of November to the 18th. So I'm going to miss out on local qualifying season. But I will try and pick up some of those myself. But it's really cool. So I guess we should wrap it up there. You kind of Any last you've said about collection? Any last few things? Any other secret things that you're going to be doing as part of the 1 year anniversary and your birthday?
There's going to be a giveaway next week. That will not. So next week there will be a giveaway for the last regionals promos, like the full set. That will be a giveaway that will be done online. That won't be at the regional itself. That will be an online giveaway. We also keep an eye out. There's going to be some deals. There might be, for anybody who's sat on the fence on, I've recently just got some Godzilla challenges in. There are going to be some deals on those. Like for anybody who's wanting anything from Godzilla or just the deck in general. Also keep an eye out for Dark Deku. There's going to be some deals on Dark Deku stuff, and I may have some deals on some other things, 1 year anniversary. I'm going all out. Why not? So
keep an eye out for that 1 year Goblin discount code.
It's not going to be a discount code. Oh. It's going to be like a full page.
A full page. Well, I guess that's it. Well, I'll see you next week. If your birthday is before regionals, happy birthday! But I believe
my birthday is the Saturday of regionals.
I was going to say, I believe you said it was the 26th. So we'll have to get a big.
I'm going to have a big birthday badge.
Yeah, I'll also have to just get a collective singing of "Happy Birthday" by everyone in Patreon.
Oh no, that's going to be so cringe. I'm going to hide under the table no.
No, I'm going to have you.
There will be cake.
Ooh.
So,
are you going to make sure that it's allergy compliant? So, no gluten, no milk.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just going to buy 2 tray bakes.
So what if you've got nuts? What if you've got milk allergies? What if they've got gluten intolerances? You can't just. It's not the 90s anymore. You can't just throw a cake out there and go, if you die, you die.
Fine, I'll buy the tray bake for myself and eat it behind the table.
Like the red vines I gave you last time.
I don't know what happened to those red vines. I think we never got around to opening them up and putting them on the table, and then we brought them home. And I think I had one. I was like, "This is gross."
So what you do is you bite the top off, you bite the bottom off, and you stick it in a can of Coke.
Oh, is that what you meant to do?
No, that's not that's not what you meant to do. But it's a very cool hack that someone showed me in America, and it
Okay.
essentially makes your Coke taste like a bit more fruity.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
I mean, even
Yeah.
if they're open, they're probably still good. Red wines just don't die. But
Yeah.
thanks for being here, Richard. I'll see
Alright.
you next week, and we'll do some. Yeah, we'll have a lot of fun, and we'll probably get another Indian as well.
Yes. Yeah. I'll see you next week. Yeah. See you all next week. Yeah. Gonna be so busy.
It's gonna, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be absolutely manic. I still don't know what's going on with the stream, but I'm helping out where I can. But we're definitely going to make sure there is some kind of stream.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Catch you in a bit.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.